So I'm gonna speak something about Connor McGregor, man, and him losing. You see, what you need to know, like I said that he, look, I wasn't hating. I'm not trying to hate on Connor McGregor whenever I said he won't do what he did before because, like Ali mentioned, being the greatest is a fictional title that we put on somebody, okay? And he said it causes intoxication. And unfortunately, people think intoxication is doing a drug of sorts. It's to cause delusion. Now know this. So, when the fire, listen, whenever I said the fire burns within, I said that you could mimic exactly what the hardest worker of all time does. But the fire's got to come from within. I hear Joe Rogan and he sounds all fucking fucking guru like, and people eat his shit up. You know what I'm saying? He's super famous. But let me tell you something. I've had a lot of people ask me if I listen to Joe Rogan. I'm like, no, I've never really listened to Joe Rogan. It's like, comparing me to him at all. He's not on my level. Not on my level. If I had millions of dollars and I didn't have to worry about stuff, I'd be fucking testosterone up like him. His fucking head's twice the size it used to be. Motherfucker's been on steroids for 20 years. Please. Give a shit. But he lost focus. He got off the path. He got all these distractions. Are you shitting me? He has less distractions than ever. You think whenever you grow up poor and you can't pay for fucking food, that's not tougher than being able to fucking smack an old man inside of a bar because you own a fucking old ass distillery in Ireland and you got millions of dollars? Get the fuck out of here. People think that whenever you lose, it's because you lost focus. No, it is because you lost fire. And it's not because... It has nothing to do with focus. It has to do with climax, okay? Some people are on different trajectories, okay? I'm going to tell you something. James Toney burns from within. Roy Jones, a lot more aware of what everybody else is thinking is what I'm saying. Roy Jones is, I can't, it's a bad metaphor actually, because Roy Jones is a bad motherfucker, man, but he ain't burning like James Toney. And it gets on my nerves to listen to him. Like, I was 30 seconds into the video. And he's so serious, It's what? See, he's the Monday morning quarterback. You see, Monday morning quarterback. Let me tell you what this is. I'm going to tell you the different... You see, most people don't know what a Monday morning quarterback is. They are simply... The Monday morning quarterback is the people who say what you should have done. Because they suddenly forget that hindsight's 2020 and we all can do this for days. But what you should be doing is saying why it happened. You should be saying what led you there so you can stop at that moment and start getting on the right track instead of harping on the past for something you can't do. Well, should have done. Should have done. Shut the fuck up, Joe Rogan. You don't know shit. And I bust his ass in pool too. Hear him talking about pool. Maybe one day, within 20 years, if I ever get a chance to know the cat, I'll bust his shit in pool. You see, it gets on my nerves, people telling you what you should have done. Because he's leaving out what got him there to the dance in the first place. And it has everything to do with fire. You can mimic fire, but you will just be mimicking. So, whenever you have a situation, it's like somebody tells you, I'm going to break some shit down for you about life, motherfuckers. This is why creativity is everything in all that you do coming from you. Because alienation is why everybody is so disconnected, helpless, just dependent on so many things. Because if something happens, if somebody farts in their direction, it'll knock them off their track. And nobody, for God's sakes, we really feel sorry for the president because he can't get on Twitter. No, what you're really saying is, let me tell you what's really happening, you stupid fucks, is that you really feel sorry for you because the president can't talk to you and make you feel better. But you find this twisted way to switch it around, and because everybody else feels the way you do, it seems real. But I can assure you, there's a reason why Donald Trump's smacking golf balls after he gets impeached. It's because he don't give a fuck. Let's get shit straight. The fire comes within. I swear to God, I'm not playing whenever I say I don't owe credit to anyone for teaching me anything ever in my life. I have never had somebody sit down and walk me through things in my life. I learned everything on my own. And my friends, many of my friends, they used to say it for me. Travis, you're fucking good at everything. I would say this. I learned how to cut hair by watching the barber cut my hair in the mirror. I swear to God, by the time I was 11 years old, I was cutting everybody's hair, and I never stopped. I've been giving people, I've straight razored somebody today. I've been straight razoring motherfuckers since I was 15. I've had barbers try to recruit. Everything I do, I learn from myself. So what happens? That's like if you were God and created this universe, the Big Bang. It came out of you. It must come from you. Nobody can show you the way. That's a mimic. Oh, if you go to Harvard, you'll get this or that. That's a fucking trick. And you've allowed them to make you give some fictive fucking piece of paper to say that you learned something. It fucking kills me. I'm at the beginning of this year, I started writing. I told my mom that I fucking just flipped the switch and I simply boiled it down to the realm of interpretation has been destroyed. What does that mean? That means that most people think that what they see on camera is real. Oh, no, I don't. I don't think everything you see on camera. Yes, you do. And you don't know what you think is fake is real because you're over here believing that you're smart. That's the problem. So you think you've seen something because you go with the narrative. Whenever that's the worst thing you can do. So my realm of interpretation was fucked with. And I am the most resourceful person I know. There's not a whole lot I can't do. That I'm talking about that I've never come across anything that was discouraging to me for me to do. If it comes from within, it's so easy. The moment you're told to do it, it's all wrong. The moment. If your husband or wife made you get down and give me 20 push-ups right now, you'd feel like that was abuse. But if you do 20 of your own, that ain't nothing. It's another day. And it shows you that everything comes down from within you. Your mentality is everything. So, you think I'm playing with you? I said the realm of interpretation is being messed with. I looked in the mirror. You know what's funny is, is whenever I see myself, I don't even really. It sounds crazy, but I don't even hardly understand. I can't. If I was to see me walking down the street, I wouldn't recognize me. Like I'll look at my video, look at a video of mine over again sometimes. I'm looking at me, and I'm like, is that me? It's a very strange thing, and it's always been like this. I've never felt like I look like anybody. I've never. You know how some people think they look like other people? I have no idea how to feel like that. Like, I've never even thought I look like either of my parents. Because I don't know what I look like. Like, literally, I am, like, inside all the way. I've never changed my flavor, ever. Ask everybody that knows me, man. I ain't never followed nobody in my life. My dad used to hate that. But guess what? Everybody followed me. Never have I fucking been a big little brother to somebody in my life. Been dad somebody in my life. And I understand the essence of what's robbing everybody. And it has to do with creativity. We're all fucking candy-coated shells of fucking narcissism. Joe Rogan, too, faking the funk, man. This motherfucker's obsessed with the way he looks. God damn. He's just I'll tell you what he is good at. He's fucking great at being falsely humble. False modesty. Fucking great. He's fucking... This is... Speaking to Connor McGregor, but I learned this shit from Muhammad Ali being the greatest of all time. Let me break another one down for you as to why he's the greatest of all time. Who trained him? Angelo Dundee didn't train him. He was his manager. He was a mouthpiece. You shit me? Fucking from New York. A Jew from New York. Please. Ali's from Louisville, Kentucky. And then you got Boondini Brown and stuff like that. Listen, he's the greatest because he's all natural. He fought like nobody. Nobody. He didn't have the best jab. He didn't have an uppercut. He didn't have a hook. He could dance. Wow. Pop, pop. He was all natural. And guess who gave him the hardest times? Joe Frazier. Ken Norton. Look who trained him. You'll find a couple men named Eddie Futch and Georgie Benton. Ken Norton went on to Bill Schlafly out in California, but he started out with Eddie Futch and Georgie Benton players, Joe Frazier and Ken Norton, who gave him hell. Guess who they trained? Who they were under? Chappie Blackburn. You know who that is? He trained a couple of the greatest fighters of all time. If you used to say who the top 5 fighters of all time, I guarantee you both of them be under Chappie Blackburn's people. Joe Louis and Sugar Ray Robinson. How am I dropping knowledge right now, boy? Can't nobody fuck with me my knowledge. Nobody. Because the moment I hear your echo of somebody else, you just plagiarizing somebody else's shit, I'm going to eat you up because I can see it all. I see everybody that follows somebody else's narrative. I see right through you. Chappie Blackburn, greatest trainer of all time. Eddie Futch and Georgie Benton trained under him. Guess who Georgie Benton is? Go look him up. First person to ever do the shell. Catch and shoot. Bah, bah, bah. Floyd Mayweather. Georgie Benton. The shell. Guess Floyd Patterson. Customato. Ask them. Trust me. Ali's the greatest because he didn't have a fucking trainer. He was natural. He had a man who fucking gave him water. Ali trained himself. Go look it up. Go really ask yourself. He's the greatest of all time. And he is because he ain't mimicking nobody, motherfuckers. He's straight out the motherfucking sky like a bolt of lightning. And you saw everything What happens? It illuminates the world, wakes you the fuck up. What's up?